So the difference in play styles, let's say if I'm playing something like Slark, I play Slark and Troll and Faceless Void, Spectre. Those are my like edgy heroes that are carries. I don't and Ursa of course, but Ursa is pretty straightforward and he just rapes. Um, I'm not very good at choosing the moment to strike carefully and fast and strong. Instead of if I'm to play something like Lifestealer or Raking, I know I can just go and obliterate a person without a fear for my life. Or say if I'm a Chaos Knight, I can get a moment, a position where I can go on someone. I know I can obliterate them and I'm not gonna die.
Yeah, so which replay you have
Okay, so
on which hero?
the replay I posted, it was Brave King. The game
Send it
was
here.
I posted it there, so I'll find the
It
number.
was Wraith King. Didn't you
Yes,
told me that you don't care about Wraith Kings and Lifestealers?
yes, but I don't have many recent games
Like,
that
so
we could analyze so good.
then like what did you expect is gonna happen? I'm gonna like, so you want to say it only like theoretically?
Oh, okay, I have a game. Let's look at the game. It was pretty disastrous. It's Slark.
Okay. Then give me the ID. So let's
Yes,
go through your questions or like issues. So the tilt, demotivation and stuff.
yes. Because my behavior score dropped, I
And do you
I'm
know
not
why it
addicted.
dropped?
What? Say again, please.
Do you know why it dropped?
Yes, I started playing carry a lot when ranked roles were introduced, and if I would rage on people when I'm playing carry, I would get very often I would get 3 or 4 reports, and I would be the number one person to be blamed for a game.
Yeah, because you were practicing the carry role. And what was your previous
I'm
role?
off laner.
Offline. Yeah, so offline, and you were like Ancient 5 or whatever in
That
offline.
was my maximum ranking. Yes, as offlane.
And then you now you're practicing the carry and you're in like Legend 1, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So,
There's been more time in between where I dropped a lot of score for
yes,
not
so,
playing the game seriously or not often.
and why is that?
Well, I had things in my life, so I didn't focus on the game. I would lose often,
And why,
or I would. It doesn't really have to do anything with the game, as it has to do with me playing the game to pass some time and not being focused. I had other problems, but I used the game as like a time waste or escape
yeah,
thing.
like relief or whatever. Yeah. So, and now you decided to like climb back up or what?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay, so we
I-
don't kind of have
Both
to.
in terms of behavior and rank, because the games are often not pleasurable, not enjoyable. When I run into toxic people and certain things in a game, it um, like in some games there's almost nothing you can do to make it like a worthwhile.
Okay, so the first, like the tilt, we don't have to like actually discuss it, right? Because you said that people reported you for the new role or for that you didn't try enough and it was just like to pass time. And now you're like more into like practicing
I
more
lost a
and
lot of
getting
ranking
better.
even before that. When I was carry, they would usually target me for loss like that. was the conclusion I got. If certain things happen, I would get targeted for being like the one responsible for losing, even though
Be- and because
I would have to deal with all the shit they did and all the shit the enemy does, and I would have to carry through all of that, which in some games I couldn't do it. But they would target me like in a toxic
yes,
way.
so we're gonna solve it by teaching you the career role better, I guess. So
I
second,
suppose.
not knowing what to do, seeing and doing only all play is the way. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna go that through replay, like not knowing what to do. We already mentioned that. Not having consistency. That was basically question number one. And low carry pool, understanding playstyle of different carries. So you're giving me different carry replays, so we don't have to discuss it theoretically then, and we're gonna like um, focus on it in the game. And you can like if I forget it for some reason, you can like tell me that we should discuss it. The like understanding of
Okay,
playstyle
so
of
the different play style, like because I don't understand it, and it's to some extent it's not in my nature as the off-lane-ish play style. I didn't try to go for it because I don't have a feel for it naturally, and I don't have a knowledge for it. So if I would go for it, I would fail a lot. That's why I avoid heroes like Juggernaut or Anti-Mage. Those are heroes I avoid. Even the like simple stuff like
yeah,
Phantom
like
Assassin.
those. You mean something like non-meant fighters or any other role that is not like men fighting, being strong, having two lives, or some kind
Well,
of
supportish
BKB
roles,
or
I'm okay if I'm not. I'm okay with standing back on like position 5. But
yeah. I'm talking about carries. So
yes,
yeah.
with troll I'm good about being in a good position and mauling out on people and not getting hit with spells so much so I can actually play.
Uh, okay.
Because on one
So
he is fast and then he has like get out of jail mechanisms in terms of his ultimate and BKB. So anyway, you have ages, then you're like three pseudo immortalities.
so uh, yeah. So here's ID, and was there
That's a
something?
Slark game. Is that a Slark game? It's 15 to 46 score.
And how long ago you had Ancient 5?
Oh, it was at least a year.
And you played like for the whole year? Or you like stopped and took like
In
month
this year,
breaks?
well, no, not big breaks.
Okay.
It was a year and a half, I'd say, when I was before I started dropping, like just playing the game to pass time.
So, yeah, so
Will you share your screen or
I'm gonna share the screen right now. You see it?
yes?
Um, so first thing is, mm, So first thing is, let's talk about little bit about like the play style of Slark or something. He can like he's he might be like he's good at like hitting the creeps on the lanes. He doesn't
Mm-hmm.
like the 5-man fights, as you're like mentioning that you like you understand more the heroes that can like man fight or initiate. Don't be afraid of their lives. But Slark is actually. Oh, by the way, I see you. I hear your robotish voice again.
You mean you hear yourself
Maybe.
double? Okay, then I'll lower the threshold.
So, um,
You should not be hearing yourself now.
okay. So, but Slark is also kind of. Oh no, it's not like I don't. It's not that I hear myself. It's just that sometimes your microphone goes on, and for some reason I hear like just a robot weird noise. Uh, so
Mm.
maybe pay attention to the like top left corner or whatever, and like so you know that like why it turns on. Maybe you will know.
I have a problem with drivers for Windows 8.1 for my sound card, and thought I solved them because
Hmm.
the drivers are not really good. I need Windows 10 for normal drivers, and I hate Windows 10
Hmm.
for many reasons. So
So
that might be.
so maybe you can solve it by muting yourself and only unmute
Okay.
yourself when you're gonna speak. So which will be often because I'm gonna like ask you questions sometimes. So um yeah, so Slark is like he doesn't like the 5v5 fights that much, but he can still like do them sometimes. Like Antimage doesn't like them at all. Like he likes to be like only time he loves them is if he's like super ahead and he has the game of his life, and even then you can still decide. Well, yeah, yeah, like that's the time when he would like to join, but otherwise like he's usually not gonna be like the guy that wants to force fights because he's so fast at like farming that if he would be trying to search the fights, he would lose so much of that hero, like impact of that hero. Meaning you could have already choose some different hero to play, and it would have some easier execution. So it's like with Slark, it's that you also have some kind of double life. Like you have lots of regen with your ultimate, so it's like you can count it as like half of your life or whatever, or like double the initiations or something like that. Plus he has like he goes out of fight and go back in. So if you have those possibilities to do, he actually doesn't mind the fight. Uh, After he gets usually some item, like BKB or whatever. But also like he's fine at like shoving waves because he has the Q, so he's not like super slow at it. And yeah, like since he can play pretty aggressively because he has lots of escapes, so he can since he can play aggressively, in order to have like impact on him, he should apply that aggressiveness on the map. Meaning he should like what's the most like what is more aggressive, like hitting creeps in jungle and then joining the fight, or shoving the wave and then let's say
Or
joining the
showing
fight.
the wave or
Yeah.
farming enemy jungle near your ward
Yes,
where you could
yeah,
see someone.
yeah, something like the closer it is to the enemy throne, it's usually more aggressive. Or like Roshis are aggressive and stuff. So yeah. So
So I used to play the really aggressive. The before I think Slark was even more, it was even better at that. The few years ago, but at some point usually I'll die and then I'll lose the momentum. Because
yeah.
you see at this map you look where Juggernaut is and that would be like my place if I'm Radiant.
So
I would be there and I would be killing people between their tier 2s and tier 3s. And
so
I'd die at some point.
every hero has like on carry mostly, what you need to learn on most carries is like not to die and be able to farm and then accomplish your goal, which is usually those two things plus something. So in order to do that, you need to like how to farm. Then for this, it's like farming patterns, knowing like stuff around Dota, like where you can farm, which farm to, yeah, stuff like that. And about not dying, it's knowing what can kill you and knowing where that those heroes that can kill you or whatever can kill you is. And also build accordingly based on knowing what will they build or what they might build or which heroes you play against, so you survive them. So you're probably like not gonna buy BKB versus 5 physical people when they have no spells, and oppositely you're not gonna probably buy like armor versus heroes that have all magic and stuff like that. Yeah, so
So I have a question
yeah,
on the subject of farming patterns.
yeah.
So I don't think I know farming patterns, and I don't pay attention to them. If think we will fight somewhere, I might move in that direction. But when you speak about farming patterns, should I probably know if I'm near the mid lane, if it's 15 seconds, if the creeps are going to mid, so to go there, or what is a farming pattern?
So farming pattern, it has it's very broad term and it has to do with lots of things. It's better to use it on examples because otherwise I'm like saying theory that will last like 4 or 5 hours, no problem. But let's like say some basics maybe, and
Mhm.
that is you should as carry. Let's talk about farming pattern on carry. Um, in basics, what I do at least is to aim to farm to the places where it still allows you to be where you need to be, which means like being in fights if you are needed there and you actually decided that you can join the fights. So what that means is let's say you don't have TP, yeah? And you know that enemies are pushing here, yeah?
Okay.
Then where should your position be in terms of farmings? If you
Uh,
decided that you want to like
if I
join
want to
there
farm, I should be in a triangle, right?
yeah,
Or in on middle.
so either here, maybe middle if you have enough time, but you need to be like very fast to join here, or you can actually farm here. But yeah, usually the jungle or whatever. But yeah, so something like that. But let's say you have TP, then it's gets like complicated. The farming pattern, it's like, for example, one of the rules of farming patterns is usually kill creeps in lane first before killing jungle camps. Or you can say it even differently. First kill dangerous farm and then kill the safer farm. Because this is
Mhm.
like, let's think about it as like you're saving safe, like option number 2, or like B like the B plan or something like that. So in case you're gonna do B plan and forget about this plan, then you will very likely not be able to take this farm because somebody will protect it because they will put heroes. So always when there is option for you to take the aggressive farm for free without dying, not always, but yeah, usually you should take it first before the safe farm. Because if it's right now safe, you should take it. Because let's say it this way, yeah, everybody is dead.
Yeah, if I don't push it in right now, then it will push even more into me, and it might become dangerous.
Yes,
And
that's true,
I
but
even might be needed in different place later, so
yes, that's
the
also
farm
true.
is wasted.
Yes, that's also true, but it does so many things actually. It's not only that. Like it will show you enemy heroes. It will prevent you from dying because you're actually protecting yourself by shoving lane first.
Okay,
Like
I'm
you,
familiar with pushing lanes before jungle.
yeah. So yeah, if you don't want to discuss it any further, yes. Usually in farming patterns, pushing lanes before jungling.
The,
Um,
the, the thing that would be problem for me there is the when and how much to push a side lane depending on situation. Because in example, like my safe lane becomes dangerous,
it's yeah. So okay.
and
Yeah.
how deep I should go into
Okay. Okay.
enemy
Okay. Okay.
safe lane if I might be needed back, and that depends
Your
of course
microphone
on my
is very
TP
bad,
cooldown.
so I will I think I get your idea, but yeah, since your microphone is like so bad, I don't want you to mute yourself, mute yourself. Yeah, I don't want you to like talk too much, so try to like simplify the questions, I guess. But I think you I know what you asked me, at least the first part. It was that to know like how much further you should like push or whatever. That can be decided on many things, but one of the things you can decide it upon is if you want to stay on that part of the map. So if you want to stay on that part of the map, you shouldn't like overextend it too much, especially on heroes that cannot hit towers, such as Slark. Because if you do that, what will happen is it will mess up your farming patterns, and you will farm like less. And for example, enemy will force you to TP away, because that will be your like escape mechanic if you push too further. Like you know that your survival will be enough to push even one more wave. That's true. But what if they like force you for almost free to like ult and TP out or whatever? That might not be worth if you want to actually stay on that side of the map. So, uh, um, usually when you don't know, I'm up for rather trying it than not, like trying to push as much as possible with while you know that you cannot die, because sometimes even those plays are just like better, because guys that like force you to TP out might actually be guys that you want them to go there so you can go to the other side of the map. But sometimes it's not the case, and they can zone you out just by some easy hero just because he threatens you to stun you. So you need to like ult TP, and where are you TPing? Like, are you TPing to the guy that he threatens you? Like to kill you? No. So where the fuck are you TPing? Yeah, so for these reasons, sometimes it's not good to push like that forward. Uh, but yeah, so push as
That's a problematic when I have too many enemy heroes that can mess with me, and
uh, it's it's not that like often that you need to solve it. It's usually very natural. Like usually it's like, oh, there is tower, right? And you don't want to hit tower as carry as Slark. So what you will do, you will shove this wave, and then in natural it's very close to this camp, and you kill it. Because what is there an option? Other option is like that this tower is dead and it's it pushes forward, and the creep wave is like here. Then you take it and then you go jungle. It's still okay sometimes. And if the creep wave is right here, usually there's no way that it's safe. So you will not solve, like you will not have to solve these issues that often. It's sometimes yes, but not that often. Like a Slark, you shouldn't be here at all.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so not
actually
that often.
good reminder. I do have a tendency to like on this
Uh,
wave to
uh,
go too deep, like where the tier one is, to
uh,
farm that wave too.
and usually, if you're this far ahead, you should probably be doing something else, something more aggressive.
Hmm.
Like actually killing towers with your teammates or hunting them in their jungle, killing them, like some cool stuff, taking Roshan, whatever. If you're that ahead that they don't threaten you to like at least force you BKB or ult, and or at least ult, something. So yeah, but if you're gonna have like some specific example, like we can like switch to it, and I'm gonna like talk about the situation. But other than that, it's like they are like exceptions, and yeah, every situation is different.
Well, I got a pretty good understanding from what you said.
Okay, the another part of like let's say your legend. So another part of farming pattern should be that you should be clearing like camps in like those basics in like close to each other, so you don't lose time. So you shouldn't do like, for example, let's say you want to farm this camp, and this camp, and you shouldn't be like doing like, oh, you shouldn't be doing like, oh, I'm gonna take this camp first, then I'm gonna do this camp, then I'm gonna do this camp, and then I'm gonna do this camp, and then I'm gonna do this camp. Like you shouldn't like zigzag. Makes no
Okay,
sense, yeah.
okay, of course.
Okay. Another thing is um like learning, like looking at the timers so you don't lose the stack sometimes. That's nice. You know, the basics. Also, cutting trees will help you with faster
I do
farming
that. I
patterns.
stack and I cut all
Yeah,
the trees in my path.
yeah. Also, it makes you like safer. For example, yeah, here it's very
Yes,
good.
I'll cut those trees
Yeah,
around
those.
that corner, or any trees that are directly in my path or blocking the view of the camp, so I
Yeah,
can see if the camp is
th-
actually alive or somebody's there waiting me. I'll cut the trees that are not necessarily like block, but they're in the way, so they block a bit of vision.
yeah. Like
They
I'm.
block a good part. The part you showed earlier, there are a lot of trees around between those two camps that
So,
are between the
yeah.
hill.
Yeah. So another thing is knowing if you as carry is if you are able to kill ancients, because that might decide where you should be farming more, because you want to like get gold and
Mhm.
stuff. So like Slark, do you think that he likes this
No.
camp? Like he doesn't like give a shit. Like
If I'm troll or
maybe with
Rusa, then I would be sitting on ancients probably,
yeah,
but not
more
with Slark.
likely, way more likely. Because it just gives you more. Another thing is hmm, another thing is, yeah, like farming pattern, let's say in the early stages, it's just that um, some types of farming patterns is just, it's that once you are strong enough to kill jungle camps, what you might do is take lane creeps, kill this one camp. From this one camp, take lane creeps, and repeat this all the time.
Yeah, that's decided by the lane actually. If I can actually do that in a lane, if they're not.
Well, just win the lane and then you will be very likely able to
Uh,
do that. Yeah.
with offlaners, it's easy to win a lane.
Yeah, so
I,
yeah.
u- I used to play.
That's not actually. Oh, yeah, but another thing you can do is if you're losing the lane, you can like come back to the lane when creeps are on the tower if you are survivable enough to go to the tower and not
Mhm.
die. Take the creeps, and after you took them, you take jungle camp, and they push it right again into you. So you take the creeps, and then you leave, and then you take this camp.
If I'm in danger of dying, then I should just stick to jungle, I suppose.
Um.
Like if I can't even go under my tower.
This generally I can also say only like general answer of yes. You like the goal is
Okay.
usually not to die, and plus this is like very dangerous part of the map. Like it's easily invadable. Like enemies can go like from here, from here, from here, and you have like in case you want to run away, you need to go like through them because they might be waiting you here, right? So you need to
Yeah,
go
you don't
through
have
them.
escape routes. If they can surround you there
Yeah.
because there are two paths and they can take them both.
So you would like really need to know that there's not many heroes ganking you, which will be which can tell you like how many guys you see on the minimap, and then you also would need to count that you are safe, like if you juke them in trees or whatever, which is not usually the
Sometimes if
case.
they come to me in numbers and I keep it to my off lane, then I'll run into a situation where my off laner, who is actually perfectly suitable on going to my lane, will stay in his lane and fight me for creeps.
Well, because are you okay? Let's say this way. Right now, as Slark, are you safe if you go top? Right now,
No, no, in this situation, not necessarily,
and
but in
why
some
is
other
that?
situations.
Why do you think is
In this
that?
situation, I'm actually okay against Juggernaut because he cannot run me down with spin. and he cannot ulti me. I think at some point I go top lane and I even make him ulti me, and I just ulti
So
and hit him.
my point is generally, when is it safe for you to TP here and farm here as carry?
Well, in the early game, I was thinking more about early game, and that would be when
Because you told me like, oh, I'm gonna stay here and like count that they cannot stun me or whatever. I'm gonna like be here, and when it's too dangerous, I will TP here. That's what you told me.
no, no,
So
no, no, no. So the
oh,
lane is consistently hard, and on top of that, I get another support or their mid rotating to my lane. So now there are even three heroes, and I want to get out of there. And it's also dangerous to go back because somebody is waiting behind the tower for me. Then and they're not gonna stop. I know they can take the tower. So if I'm in the trees beneath the tower, I'm still gonna get gone on after they take the
so
tower. I'm just gonna sit there and do nothing. So it's
right,
pretty wasteful.
so your example was that two players TP to your lane, and
No,
you have
one. There are already two, and one more comes. So there are three.
yeah, sure, whatever. Now you have three players here, and
Hmm.
you like, oh fuck, like I have nothing to farm. It's too many heroes here or whatever. Let me TP top, something like that.
Not that like, it's not in that retarded way. Like I have a hard lane. Let's say Necro is in my lane. It wasn't, but let's say Necro and Clockwork, and they're raping me hard all the time. And my offlaner, whoever it is, would have much better time against those heroes than me. So they cannot kill him. He can sit under tower and farm safely, but I cannot. I cannot even do that.
So you're gonna like decide to like from here to TP top.
Yes.
Okay, so first question. So you were like fighting the Necro and whoever else you said
Say it's
Clock.
Necro. It was Phoenix and
So
Clock.
yeah, so let's Phoenix Clock or Necro, whatever Clock, whatever. So they were like you were like fighting versus him for a minute or so.
No, yeah, it's been like 6 minutes into the game. Say,
So we're gonna see it on the example. So we're gonna discuss it when it comes. Yeah, let's
okay,
move. I guess
it's
it's
gonna
gonna be
be
probably way simpler for you to like for
it's
me
gonna be
to tell you.
almost 10 minutes into that probably. Cause I had ulti. I was like level 7 or 8. I think I went and TP'd away.
So yeah. So first thing here, like I saw you are here. Uh, like you should be already in some position, right?
I
Just
was talking something funny with Kunka, so I was standing there
okay.
doing it. That was a
Okay,
goof.
not okay. Another thing.
And I
Uh,
don't think we can contest these guys for a room. Also, and Magic
okay.
Hero, he thinks we can.
Okay, so what's gonna happen if you're gonna contest them on the rune? Because if, what do you expect
I'm
that?
gonna eat fire spirits, and I cannot outfight Clock under battery assault, even if he's dual breathed, because I'm a Slark with 600 HP, and the battery assault prevents me from hitting him too much for essence shift.
So,
And the fire spirits will also fuck me. And if I skill Q, I might lose even more HP trying to run away from them. So
and
the
if you,
only play would like be to try to steal the rune and pounce away, which makes me skill the skill. Do you still hear me?
yeah, hear you.
So the last thing would be if I get pounce level 1, then yeah, it could be useful, but it's not the spell I want for the lane. I either want Q or E. So fighting for the room will make me skill pounce.
Uh,
And
okay. So, um, first, like about like Q, like if we are talking about the bounties, then
yeah,
leveling up Q wouldn't help you because he has too many spirits. Like
yeah,
he
he
has
has
like
four of
four,
them.
yeah. So it's gonna save you from one spirit. That's it. So
Hmm.
that's completely like useless. Like it's not gonna help. So mm, in this case, what I might think of is since you like Yeah, like actually you gave me like some answers upon like why it's bad. So why are you forcing the Jakiro to get the rune? Like
I'm
are
not
you leveling
forcing
up
him.
the double? Wait, you said but that you want to take it.
No, no, no. I don't want to take it. I don't want this rune. I don't think we can take it.
Okay.
And I told him we
Okay.
can't take that rune.
Okay, so first things, can you then we solved that we can do pounds versus this
Mhm,
rune. That might be an option, but again,
mhm.
they have so large movement speeds and stuff. It's not that good, and they're gonna like burst you with Phoenix because it's obvious where you gonna go, right? If you go into them, they will like stun you, and if you go far away from them, he will just
No, away from
spirit you.
them. So the only what I would do on the only thing what I would do is pounce over the hill, not even over the ramp, like the left bottom diagonal.
Yeah, but still,
So
you're gonna like take,
yes,
two or
damage. I'm
three
gonna take
spirits.
damage.
Yeah, yeah. But
It's
you're gonna take a lot of those damage. But yeah, it's a little bit possible, maybe. Yeah, but okay, that's yeah. Plus, the clock will for sure gonna like block you or whatever and stuff like that.
yes.
So yeah. So what's and then you're gonna have pounds. And do we want pounds in this lane to be here? Well, it's an option.
Only
I,
for clocks, Q and W as an escape.
yeah,
That's it.
I think all three spells have something cool about them. I would say maybe E is too much aggressive, but since you have Jakiro, it might work. It actually might work to hit Cloak even though they have Phoenix. It's like, but
If I sit
yeah,
with
they are stronger.
if we are
Maybe
near each other, so we split the battery assault, then we get hit by same fire spirit for free. Once fire spirit to heroes.
Yeah, so whatever you choose in the beginning, I think it might be fine. So, first things about this, since you know that they have high bursts and stuff,
Mhm.
so what's doing the fiery fire? What is good for?
Fairy fire is only good to. I mean, it's good for CSing and denying, and
Little bit, but also stats do the same, right? So what it also gives, like talk about like
yeah,
the
yeah.
differences of
Okay, so stat would give me more HP, so I can take more damage. I could
take
hit
more
eat a
damage. What?
dragon.
Wait. Take more damage. That's tangos are for take more damage because that's
Okay.
gonna regen you like. Have you ever saw some guy buying fairy fires just to like regen up?
No, 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 no. Those are for my CSing.
So what it is for? It gives you immediate health, which means what it
It's
is
a
good, like
little bit of
immediate.
outplay.
Yeah, like outplays, exactly. Like fighting. Oh, I have fairy fire boy. Good luck. I have a little bit more HP. I will win that fight. Oh, I got kill and you didn't. Easy. So in this lane, do you think you're gonna like kill them if they are not bad players?
Uh, I could maybe out get clock when his Q is on cooldown, bait it out, and then go after that on him.
Maybe.
And with Q, I could get rid of Phoenix's fire spirit enough so I can punch him enough.
Yeah, maybe.
That's it. That's all.
Maybe. Yeah. So, like since you have Jakiro, it maybe might be an option. I'm very scared of the spirits though. So yeah, I wouldn't be that ballsy and I wouldn't buy the fairy fire, but whatever. Yeah. So, but I want at least to get you to the point like of like realizing that the way how you build should like correspond to the way how you're gonna play. So, like,
Mhm.
you should already know how the lane is gonna turn out, like, what will
Okay,
happen.
okay.
So, if they're
I
like, yeah, like, so
yeah.
this is for hitting the clock, and you don't want to like hit and fight. I'm gonna hit you, and you're gonna hit back, and they have Phoenix balls, so you are fucked because you now will be forced to back off, and the fairy fire will be wasted, basically. So that's why I wouldn't buy it. So, which items do you think these guys hate to play against? It's like how do you counter them with items? So how do you so for example this guy deals lots of damage with his balls, right? And then you cannot
Mhm.
farm. So how do you solve that issue? Can you buy
But
BKB immediately? Probably not, right? So what are the cheaper choices
A
to
bracer?
well, that's gonna make you tanky, but it's not gonna like prevent you from farming, and it's not gonna
So
like make him to like miss it or
if I,
whatever.
you mean maybe if I can go find a way to jungle faster? Like
Yeah, to jungle faster. Yeah, that might be one option. That's cool idea. Another thing is it deals thousands of damage, and let's say it's hard to dodge it. So let's buy like regens, right? Meaning let's buy the health free, like the how it's called, HP
Ring of Region.
regeneration or whatever. Like the you
Yeah, I
know,
see what you're trying at.
yeah. So those stuff. So you can buy like let's say hood or whatever. That might be also an option. Uh, Another thing is to just dodge his balls. So how are you gonna dodge it? Like it's not that it's 100% targetable on you, right? So if you're
Yeah,
gonna
you
have
can.
large
If I have
mobility,
movement speed, I can.
yeah,
Yeah, and I can pretend that I'm gonna go for. I do that for Phoenix. I pretend I'm gonna go for CS, and then I
yeah,
step,
like
sidestep.
yeah,
Yeah.
like it happens often, right? That you outplay him by my movement speed. But if you don't have that movement speed, it's way harder to dodge the balls. But it's way easier to like with
So
just boots.
saving for boots against Clock and Phoenix would be a good idea.
Well, yeah. Like, what does Clock hate? Like, how does he deal damage?
Running away from
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if you run away from him, he does literally zero damage. Like, he just does damage only if you're near him. So if he doesn't connect the battle assault, you're gonna deal he's gonna deal zero damage. Especially if he cannot, power cog you. So if you have higher movement speed than this guy, which is pretty easy, right? Look at what he's building, right? He's not gonna have higher movement speed once you buy boots. So yeah, so I would change the build based on that. And another thing, so if we establish that these guys are like hitting you, it maybe with bounce, it might be worth, it might be optional to get this. What about not giving it up? Like look at their heroes. So what they can have here? Like here, it's not gonna be Juggernaut here probably or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I would probably like go for it and try to steal this rune. Why not, right? Like split the forces. Because if you
Yeah.
split, like what does Slark actually love is like how much do you think Slark is strong versus 1v1 melee versus melee?
Mm, well, it depends on a hero, really, but
Generally,
on a
well,
melee hero, he should be a little bit stronger.
yeah, a lot stronger usually. But yeah, like yeah,
Well, you see, even with the clock, the problem of battery assault
I
is
know, I know,
it
I
can
know,
fuck you
I
up.
know.
You can, and the clock, I think he has more base movement speed than
Yeah,
you,
yeah, I know,
so
I know. But it's still better option. Like for me, when I realize it, like what's their best counter? If you go for this rune, their best counter
the
is like
to give up the other rune and try to fight you, or just
like
take that round.
maybe put clock here and blue, so you are afraid of right clicking him because he has battle assault, which is a little bit stronger than Slark maybe, which is like not common, but yeah, clock is a little bit stronger in this case than Slark probably. So especially if like then the Phoenix might join when this guy like stunned you and moving with you. So yeah, that's the most effective part. Not even clock itself, but the point that he can stun you and be stunning you and the other guy can join. But you still need to go here. Why you need to go here is for the reasons that way you will force this clock to go here. And that way, this is not 2v2 or 2v1. Now it's like 1v1 here. So can Jakiro take Rune
Yeah,
versus
yeah,
Phoenix?
Jakiro can fight
He
Phoenix
might.
for
He
all.
might, like this guy's gonna press balls, this guy's gonna
Yeah,
press
he's gonna
Q.
press breath and then
He's gonna take
whoever
some
takes it.
damage, but he's gonna take the rune probably or whatever. Yeah, because yeah, something like that. So it's still better option, right, than to like
Yeah, I
AFK or
agree.
yeah.
Forcing reaction on the other rune would
So
be
actually, like
the point.
standing here, AFKing, whatever, chit chatting with your Kunka, that's not Dota. Let's go here. Okay, let's move on.
I I admit nothing but my sadness that you're gone.
Oh, you shouldn't do
Oh.
like this at the end, but yeah, it's small detail.
The other fire spirit, I didn't expect him to throw it so short.
Well, it doesn't matter. I would just run away from him because, like, the more you stay near the Phoenix, the higher chances that he's gonna at some point like catch the cool ball, right? Like, just run away from him. The further distance, the easier it is to dodge
Yeah,
it.
I ran away
move
from
to the
him. I
sides.
turned a little bit,
Yeah,
thinking
like
that I
at the
will
end,
dodge it.
at the exact end, it's small difference.
Yeah.
He just made one ball more on you. It doesn't matter that much. I'm just like telling you like that. You have like no reason to stay here, right? It's like range versus melee, right? So like standing like here, I don't think it does anything after
And
that point. So
Jakiro apparently was fine.
just move
That's
away,
okay.
and your goal is to either get to the creeps or get to your Jakiro, right? To like join him.
Okay.
It's better than like to wait because bounty is already taken. Like there's no objective for you to stay there. It's not that you're a range hero and you're hoping that he's melee and you're gonna hit him from high ground or something like that. Or yeah. Okay. Hit him more. Yeah.
I admit nothing.
Okay,
but
missed
my
to
sadness
the
that
right
you're
click, yeah, like
gone.
to use it immediately after you had you were ready for the right click, but yeah, again, small detail, doesn't matter. Okay, this is good. This is okay. This is a little bit aggressive, okay.
Yeah, but I'm pulling the creeps away from my tower.
Okay, so here. I wouldn't mind even, like, I wouldn't mind, like, having creeps under your tower and stuff.
Just
I
so
don't,
they are
yeah,
a bit
because
slower.
Yeah, because I think they are a little bit stronger. Like if you look at this guy, I know that he doesn't have days, but he's soon gonna have it, and this guy also like soon gonna have it. So maybe it might be okay, but yeah, it's very cautious. I would be, but okay, you did it. It's fine, whatever.
So you mean
So
I let them die to my tower so I get more XP faster?
yes, but it's just that like to prevent creeps to go under your tower, it takes you some HP on you. So you were like 1v2 for that 1 second, and they could have just hit at you. And those two melee creeps would be hitting you as well while you're doing that. And guess who's winning that trade?
No, then if they want to hit me, then the clock clearly backed away because of Jakiro TP. And if they wanted to TP, then I'll
Yeah,
go back and
but
just hit
look at
creeps.
this brief moment, right? Like
Yeah.
right now, why they wouldn't like hit you? I know that Jakiro can
His
hit
battery assault is cooldown, his fire spirits are
Yes,
cooldown,
yes,
and
but
Jakiro is tipping to cast Q on him.
yeah,
So
but
that's why he's running away.
yes, but like you need to have like no exact numbers of this if you actually like are sure. Were you sure that this guy has exact 4 seconds? If he had two
He
seconds,
just used it to kill him before that,
I know,
so I know.
I know, but like if he had 2 seconds, it would be like on the edge. But it's on the edge of place, so I'm not saying it's mistake at all. Like maybe it might be even pro
I
play.
play a lot of clock anyway,
Okay.
so...
Okay, so but here I would like yes I would go for this creep, but then I would focus on range like first when I see this because range creeps are more important, right? So like while I'm like checking this guy, I'm like walking. Do you see my mouse? Yeah.
No, I
No?
see my Dota mouse. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. So I would basically go for the range creep first because it's just more important, and I know that they can deny it. Yeah. Like I
I
would
think
get.
for me to see your mouse, you would need to share your screen as a whole, not just as a Dota window.
Yeah, but I don't want to like do that because
I
it might
understand.
mess up the settings. Yeah, so go for the range creep first. Like if you see melee creep dying or range creep dying, which creep you should go first if it's for free? Like you range, right?
Yeah, I would prioritize it
Only reason
always
why
when I
people
can.
don't go for the range creeps is because they
It's
are
a
not
bit
allowed
dangerous.
to. Yeah, exactly. And they here like they were away, so just take the range creep rather than melee. Okay, so you're clicking something. Yeah, like whenever I click on the map, yeah, okay, like your movement of camera is a little bit awkward. Like just have some button to like go back to your hero or something.
I do go back to my hero.
Yeah,
And
but like
it's
look at this, like. So you're moving like to the left and then you're moving to the right. It's weird, but
yeah, I
whatever.
think him should see if he can pull or if it is
Yeah, sure,
blocked.
sure. I just do it like differently. I just click there and then I select my hero. and it's just faster a little bit than just like moving to the left and then moving to the right. Again, I'm mentioning every single thing that I found.
I think you'll see if we watch a bit more. You'll see me clicking S, which is focus on hero. My
So,
button.
sometimes this creep could have been like aggroed towards you, so you have like higher chance to last hit it without being in danger, because this is position when they again can throw stuff on you, right? The Phoenix can
Yeah.
throw stuff on you, so I would rather aggro that creep. And then
Okay.
guess what? After I would last hit that creep, I would aggro this creep, these two creeps, or like this creep, the
Okay.
creep that's gonna die
Yeah,
again.
I pull the creeps towards me so I can
Yeah. So
last
here,
hit them
see,
without
so here
taking
you.
right clicks.
Yes. So here, yeah. Okay. Good. I wouldn't go for the range creep again. Huge, you
I
know.
think this is me just making them think that I'm gonna go for it. So they
It's
need to do body block it, and I'm just gonna move
that's
back.
not good. That's not good because you're not baiting it. You're actually right now, or you're already on spot where they can throw one ball on you.
Okay.
You're already in dangerous area. So you're forcing them to like what? Like they are not even occupied by doing anything else. Like, do they need to last it anything right now?
I think they do. There's one creep.
No, there's
Or
none.
they're gonna try to deny that one.
But
The
there's
range
not.
creep.
But this creep is super high HP yet.
Yeah, but okay, I understand. I can do that if I think getting their attention will
Yeah,
actually fuck them.
will
There's
fuck
no,
them like with the range creeps. Yes, I wouldn't
yeah,
even do it for melee actually in this scenario. I just don't want to get damaged by one ball. That's just too much damage. But for range creep, yeah, I would do that. That's like nice
okay.
idea to think about it. But yeah, right now they have like nothing to do. Don't let them to like choose something positive for them to do. This is again super aggressive. I would give it
Yeah,
up.
this
I
is
wouldn't
bad.
do
Okay,
this. Just
okay.
realize that they are just stronger. Just accept that. Oh, look, I'm 2v1 right now. I'm just gonna chill. I'm not gonna even get creeps that I'm not allowed to get, which are like these ones. And only way how I'm gonna farm is aggro the creeps. I will never ever go for the creeps without aggro. Never.
Okay.
Like the cost of that creep will cost me like 75% of my HP, and it's never worth. Never. Only time when it's worth is to aggro it towards you, because then you take like one ball and right click maybe, and maybe not even that. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, by the way, this guy is pulling, so it's gonna like like just have patience and creeps will come to you because he
Yes,
pulled,
I
right?
agree. This is a big mistake on my part.
Yeah, it's big mistake, cause yeah, this is a huge mistake actually to get caught. And always run away towards your tower, no matter how bad it looks. Like this feels even more awkward. I know that this guy can throw ball, and they will kill you. Yes, but okay. Like I would still run to tower. Like this is
I
like yeah.
just
Okay.
try to juke lock.
Yeah, that's like cool, but I would still run to tower. Like this is your safety. This isn't your
Yeah,
safety.
yeah, yeah. But when his battery assault
Na-
runs out, then I'm good. So
another
if I can juke him for 5 seconds, 8 seconds, whatever, then I'm okay.
Another thing, I think you leveled up like your E in somewhere in middle of it or something. So my point was like when you know this guy is gonna pull or this happens with the wave, it's actually way better to level up pounds because you're gonna have level 2 soon. So
Yeah, I'm gonna die like a dog probably in next 5 seconds. Let's see.
yeah, like have the pounds, right? If for
Yeah,
because
yeah,
on level
yeah.
2, because on level 2 you're gonna because
Yeah, I
on
didn't die.
yeah, cool. So
I
again,
got a
again,
chance to visit me.
look your position right now. Do you have like do you have some objective that you need to take right now in this place?
Just to pull creeps back to me.
Okay, and do
To
you want to do
everyone back
that?
to me. Right now, yes.
I don't think you want to do that. Like it's gonna push it into you anyways, and if
Yeah.
you aggro it right now, you might have chance that these 3 creeps, or like 2 at least, of your creeps will go into the enemy
Okay,
range
okay.
creep, and then you will not be able to last it this range creep because
Okay,
it will
okay.
be in their range, and they will still kind of be able to kill
I mean,
your
he
range.
can kind of do the same thing. He can aggro my creeps to kill his range creeps. So
He can, but let him do like It's like
Okay, okay.
it's like arguing that he should do it,
No, no,
so
no,
I
no,
will
no.
do it.
No, no.
Yeah. Okay. So
Sorry. Sorry, man. I
just
clicked the chair.
yeah. So just heal up, chill, and then aggro when there's creep to be lazied at. Just chill. It's gonna push into. Yeah, okay. It didn't turn out the worst. Yeah, Chakiro made it worst. Yeah, and now like for the second time when people aggro it, now this shit happens. Yeah, because like first you aggroed and then the Jakiro aggroed, and now it's just bad. But yeah, okay. So now when this happens, what you might actually when you see Phoenix that far, can you mute your microphone? So when the Phoenix is that far away, actually going for the deny might be optional. No, but imagine if this Phoenix was like better and like he was closer, I might just aggro for the third time, because for the third time it's gonna allow me to get these creeps under tower faster, which means they will die sooner, which means I will have like more time to deal with them without enemies attacking me.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, but since you can get this range creep deny, then it's fine, like, to not aggro it for the first time and just get it just based on this guy's positioning, and yeah, they don't have cooldowns and stuff. Okay, so another thing what I would do, right, like, since you took here, like, lots of damage and used Fairy Fire and survived, what I would do is, I would,
Buy more region.
yeah, exactly, like 300 gold, like I would buy items already. Another thing what you can do is already like shift and left click on items to already have some of them there. So yeah, as we mentioned, the heels, the boots, the hood build up or something like that might be optional. Yes, so buy something. I would buy, since you took this damage, I would probably buy the soft or something, just to, like, or once you're gonna be in safety, like, you don't have to if you get good supports, but let's be honest, like, how many times this guy is gonna like help you to
Well,
deal with.
I check on my support, so I know what.
Okay,
I assess his mentality, so I know what he's gonna do.
if you're
Is he the guy who's bringing up the salve, or is he the guy who's gonna try to run at the enemy for whatever the reason? Or
if you're counting on him, like, for example, if you saw that, like he said, I'm gonna salve you, yes, like he agreed upon it or whatever, then it might be more optional to like be greedy, save up for items because you want them, and just don't buy heals, and this guy's gonna buy them for you. But other than that, I would be like playing mainly on my own to win my own MMR. Like, you can tell him, no problem. Every game, single game, just tell him. But count as if he will not do that.
sometimes, depending on the lane, I'll ask my support if he can. If I'm a hero who has low base damage and I want to buy stats so I can get some CS from the start, then I'll ask him to buy a salve. But
Because
and usually I check my support's items, how much region he has.
because rather lose that 110 gold than lose the whole wave because you don't have regen, or rather than dying. It just pays off. Like, dying is like 200 gold plus you cannot farm. So, like, yeah, and experience. So it's better to buy the self, even though it's gonna slow you down. Yeah, but okay. Yeah, this is like bad, right? You don't have to be here, right? Like, you can be here. You will still be in experience range. You don't have to do this. You could, instead of doing this, as I said, you could have been solving those issues of 4 creeps, right? You could have been already been killing them under your tower for free, without them contesting it, hitting you, denying you the creeps, stuff like, or taking more damage because you need to like juke to specific spot, which means that specific spot will deal to you more damage because creeps are attacking you. But if you were here alone, chilling and easy, you could move anywhere you want, so you take the least amount of damage from creeps as possible. Plus, those creeps will die sooner, which means they have like less time to do the mess up thing with your farmings and stuff like that. So yeah, don't do this.
Okay,
Like, there's
so
no
the
reason.
one thing
Like, do
I
you want
could
to
do
man
here-
fight on him? Like, is
No,
your
no,
plan?
no. The one thing I could have done is aggro the creeps again, but because my Jakiro is not yet going back, He's like, if I go back, they're just gonna attack him. So,
They not.
like,
They not.
I'm here waiting for him to
They not.
get
They
rid
not
of
gonna
these
do that.
creeps.
They not gonna do that. So if you see this position, I will show you. So this position, yeah, it's simple, right? It's simple, right? Now move back. What will happen is you will drag all the creeps to you, not to the Jakiro. And if he aggroes them, then aggro them again. And actually, it's not even that bad sometimes. Because what if he aggroes only 2 creeps and you take 2 creeps under your tower? That's like actually even better for you. Now you are not getting damaged by so many creeps. Like only thing you need is 1 creep, right? Or like let's say 2, because like if you take this creep it's gonna die too fast. So only thing you need is having creeps to kill or having like tower to hit something by the time all the creeps come to you. That's all you care about. So like to understand me, I will like say it on this example. Let's imagine you have like 20 creeps here, yeah, 20 enemy
I
creeps.
understand.
Okay, then if you understand, so yeah, so it's way better to go under tower. How you can solve it? Just be closer to those creeps than the Jakiro. If this is not the case, or he aggroes or whatever, the solution is to aggro as well. Just right click the enemy hero and move back. That's gonna aggro the creeps, and you're gonna have them under your tower. And even if you don't, for some fucking reason that like Jakiro was constantly aggroing, what can you do? Like you cannot do, like you need to still try, right? Like this last option is to do nothing, which was exactly your case. Like only thing that happened was Jakiro is taking damage from creeps. That's the worst scenario that can happen. Just try those better solutions before you like don't accept like, oh, I'm gonna do the worst thing first. Like just do like try the best scenarios first. See, like here, just aggro and move back, and those creeps will attack you. Aggro, move back. Aggro, move back. Don't like. And this is like a little bit
I got it for
nonsensical.
free here, man. Don't you see? I got lane control for free, and
Yeah,
I
cool.
probably didn't get that range creep.
Cool.
But I really
Maybe
took
because
chance.
maybe because this guy has still cooldown on his force spirit, but
I-
I'm still thinking you guys maybe you're stronger. I don't know. Okay.
No, but when he doesn't have fire spirits, then I should run away right now.
Like how I play is I'm usually passive and like to have creeps under tower, because I know that the wave of enemies was I need to move like this, was very big, right? Like the wave was pretty big of the enemy creeps, right? Like if I rewind, I will show you that they have way bigger wave, right? Like this is
Yeah.
bigger than 3 creeps. Like not way, but like it's by 1, right?
Yeah, but it's still bigger.
Yeah, so your goal should be probably to kill all
To
those
lose
creeps,
power to kill them faster, yes.
because if they're gonna have more creeps, it's actually easy to gank you under your
Yes,
tower.
yes.
Because
They can swarm me under
because
tower.
Clockwork doesn't have to right click you under the tower. He
Yeah,
just
needs to
walks.
follow me.
Yeah, and Phoenix, it's same shit. Like he just follows you with his fire spirits. So if you're gonna end up with lots of creeps under your tower, you're gonna be fucked.
Yeah, yeah.
Like in
The tower
the
does nothing there
like
to
when they
defend
have
me.
those spells, you're gonna be fucked when they have those spells and they have large amount of creeps. So to avoid that, you need to try to have creeps under your tower when they are not that many of them. That's first thing. And can you mute your yeah? And another thing, when they don't have those spells, because that's the easiest to do it. Plus you want to, like, you're not like healthy enough to like do anything. Yeah, whatever. So yeah, that's why I would go rather here than like go further than ice and stuff. But okay, I guess it ended up fine. But now, here definitely when they are away, right? And you know that they have more creeps than you do. Your goal is to hit the creeps, right?
Yeah, yeah, to reduce how many creeps
It's
they
a
have.
must. It's a must. You need to know what you want to do with the creeps. You need to know that once they are away, you just want to hit right click every single creep. You're not waiting to last hit. You're waiting. You're trying to get every single right click that is for free without Phoenix balling you. And I will just actually put the fog just for you to know this stuff. So yeah. So that's your goal. like you must right click. You shouldn't like be in places where you like chill. So here I saw you like you chilled because you didn't know what you should be doing. You should push into them. So here right click, right click, right click, right click. You're wasting time, right? Like that was like 2 free hits, right?
Yes.
Again, small like details and stuff, but yeah, I like them. So
Yeah,
aggro,
I
aggro.
understand that on the early levels, actually, I don't. What you're saying, I would do that, but at this point, I don't consider myself. Yes, those 2 right clicks would mean something. I agree, but I didn't take them as something important because I would either use my creeps or my tower to clear them out faster, thinking that I'm not like I cannot make them die so much faster with just.
But it's still half HP of the creep. Like you're still doing the right like damage. Everything counts. If it's free, right? If you have nothing else to do. This like let's say knowing it, but like not doing it. It's like matter of preemptively realizing what is your goal in the lane, how to build versus them, how they can kill you if you should go for the runes and how you're gonna execute it. All this can be thought through before game starts. Like it's not that like something suddenly changes about those heroes. Those heroes are heroes that stays the same. Meaning it's not that suddenly Phoenix will turn out to be Viper or some shit, right? So, so, so he's gonna still have the same spells, same stuff, and you know that these guys can, no matter what, they can be harassing you under the tower. They can like ball you and stuff. So you know that you want to shove into them in most cases. Or at least as the main line, your first thought should be that, oh, in this line, whenever I'm gonna have ability to freely hit the creeps, I will do it. Because my goal is to shove it into them. So they don't have the power of clock charging into me without taking any damage from creeps. Because like creeps actually very protect you, because this guy cannot like use assault when they are creeps. Because if he assaults, it's gonna like split between creeps and you, right? So you can actually man fight him, actually. Especially if you're gonna have...
Yeah, I can fight him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so for these reasons, yeah, like realize it before game starts, and then you're gonna know what to do. That's like cool thing about this.
The moment before when I turned to right click him once, he had, but my creeps came, so even though he had battery assault on, I was thinking if he keeps going on me, I'm gonna tank just 1/3 of that. So I hit him to see if he's gonna hit me back, but he pulled back.
I don't know. I guess it was fine. I haven't even noticed it, so probably it was fine.
Here,
Yeah.
I'll just turn to
That's
hit him
okay.
once.
Yeah, that's
He doesn't want to fight.
yeah,
I
that's
can
different.
creep,
Yeah,
okay.
that's totally normal. On Slark, this right click one time was absolutely normal. And why do you think it was actually good? Because like to me, like look at this, right? 2 versus 1 right now. So hitting him one time was totally fine. And your creeps were coming, so exactly. Can he go forward? No, he cannot.
No.
He will take damage from Jakiro and creeps.
I can make a mistake.
And he cannot like be stunning you because exactly creeps are protecting you. So right click him there one time is perfect. It's completely fine. So here after you last hit this creep, what you should be doing? What do you think? If we want to remove their creeps,
pull them under tower.
pull them under tower and like split them. Like make some creeps be already under tower. So tower has like more time to kill those creeps. Because if you don't do that, they're gonna just have a huge wave and that's gonna surprise you under your tower. And now like tower say, oh dude, this many creeps? Dude, please, dude, I have some attack speed. I cannot kill them all in 1 second. Dude, you're gonna be probably dived. Good luck. You know, that's what's gonna tower tell you, like if you don't split the wave immediately and put some creeps under tower. Because they gonna eventually come under tower. It's not like that, oh, I don't want to put them under tower because then I have harder time to lose it. They will, those creeps will eventually end up under your tower. There are just so many of them. They will wipe your, it's snowballing, like they will wipe your creep wave very fast.
Yeah, I know.
More, yeah, so let's continue. Yeah, aggro, 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 aggro. Aggro, aggro. No, like right now you actually aggro them and went in. No, you want to aggro and go to the tower. You don't want to take more damage. This is awful. This is mistake, like similar to the previous one of like taking too much damage for no reason, absolutely no reason. Again, aggro, 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 aggro. Now we aggroed, but you know, still fine. At least, but do it immediately. You know, like 5 seconds earlier. See, so now you like split it. See, like how they cannot dive you now because you still like did it, even though you did it like 5 seconds, 6 seconds too late. Because they are still need to fight those creeps that stayed alive, like of yours, the green ones. But tower is already hitting them, which is amazing because now you are not taking damage from those creeps and blah blah blah. So perfect. Okay, they're gonna be probably here, right? So because you don't see any wave here, right? So they pulled the creep wave, right? So another thing about this, I hope like you know that they are doing this.
Yeah, I know if they pulled, of course.
Okay.
The and
Before this happens, you
I'm
could have
back here, so I.
yeah.
Okay.
Before this happened, you could have like tangoed yourself, and yeah, another thing actually. So what are you saving on? Do you have the
Nothing, man. I'm not thinking about items. I'm still didn't remember of them.
wait. This is Jakiros.
Yeah. He's.
Okay, so yeah, the items is like again big issue. So like only reason why I would have this many gold is if you're like saving for the ring of health and you have courier right now here, right? But there's none, or here, but probably here. So yeah, so fix the issues with buying items. Like you need to buy them as like when
I
you have
usually
enough.
put all the items I need. I think I need put them in quick buy, all of them. So I mean all of them, all of the early game.
But
Like if I need a band or a wand or
so
threads.
so this is about consistency again.
This is like an exception where I did poorly. Also, I try to bring as much region as I can from the base.
Okay, so
Because
here
it slows down the courier from dispatch. So I kind of buy like 3 sets of regions sometimes, so I can just call stats from base and have region on me. If I can, if my hero doesn't have no base damage.
well, I don't think you should do it this way because you should buy enough heals that allows you to survive until the until the courier will come to you, right? So if this is the case, then by buying more regen. Oh, okay. You want to like so you don't have to send it twice. Maybe. Okay, maybe. I still don't do it that much. Like I know that. Yeah, but it might be possible. Okay.
Yeah, I think the way you said it, like the first gold I get, let's say one more set of tangos and whatever, and then just it will go back in time approximately for me to buy first stats I need or boots or something.
Because it's not that slower. I would say it might be maybe slower by 5 seconds or something like that. So
It feels really slow on early levels, like
yeah, I know
on
like the
sidelines
courier
when
is
low
slow,
levels.
but still, I don't feel threatened that much to burst all my regions immediately. I think. So I don't think you should change the build based on that. You should maybe change your like playstyle on the lane to not take that much damage, in my opinion. That would be way better than just buying more regions because you are taking the damage. I think you should focus on not taking that damage in the first place. But yeah, maybe in some games, it might be optional. It usually doesn't happen to me. I just buy like 2 heals. Maybe 3 might be nice, but yeah, okay. So here, what you should do? What do you think?
Buy items
Well,
and
yeah, buy items.
for lane I could. If I was, I went on them because their creeps died, or because they pulled. So I had a creep advantage at the moment, and I used it to go on them. But what I could have done is cut a tree and wait to also pull.
Yeah. So let's see if you do it. Okay, you're
It's too
doing.
late now.
It wasn't too late. It wasn't
It
too
was
late.
like
No,
already too late for
no,
2 seconds, I think.
It wasn't. You would pull it
Okay.
from here to the right side here. Like look at it. Slow camera
Slow motion.
motion. Yeah. Look. So in order to do it the fastest way is instead of just cutting the tree. What you can do is you cut the tree and already shift and right click towards the camp. That way you will not waste any time.
Yeah, I use shift click when cutting trees
Yeah.
usually, especially
Yeah.
when I'm running away.
Yeah, so look at it, like it's easy, you can do it.
I don't use it for different things, but for quelling blade and movement, yes.
Creeps are
But
still
here I
here.
already gave up. Like I
You
was already gave up on pulling.
Yeah, but you should have done it. It would pull some creeps. Maybe even all of them. If you're good enough and they are
If I
bad
would
enough.
pull two, it would be good anyway.
Like
I
these
suppose.
creep I can say it this way. These creeps can be pulled towards here, here. Like in always it's in middle of my screen. Here. Like until like this point in the middle of my screen. So um so guess what? You can still pull it even through like these trees or whatever if they are bad enough to like not try to contest it. And maybe they even cannot contest it. Look at their HPs. Look at their like they have stuff to do, right? So they will not maybe even stop you no matter what or no matter where you pull. And you should still try. Like in worst case, gonna damage you a little bit, and in good case, it's gonna deny them like all of the creeps or like 3 of the creeps or 2 of the creeps, which is very valuable. It's gonna deny the range creep because that's the last creep that is there, right? So you're gonna pull the range creep, right? I think. Yeah, that's how it works. Actually,
Yeah, I probably could have
he has
got
larger
to that
aggro or
one.
something. So yeah, but I think usually ends up that the range creep will aggro. So you should have done it. You have plenty of time. And by the way, also, since you told me that you think that it's not possible, first try it to be like you need to be certain that it doesn't work. If you're
Okay.
not certain, you should go for it to learn from it. It's like, do I die here or not? I'm not certain. Let's find out. Because I know that you cannot be certain right now in this position. Why you cannot be certain is because I know it's possible to pull it.
Yeah, and I didn't try it, so we
Yeah,
don't know.
so you don't know and you will never know. Yeah, now your Jakiro should pull. You should aggro this creep. I wouldn't go for the
I'm
deny.
afraid.
There's again priorities, right?
Yeah.
Priorities.
Okay.
First this creep and then you go for the denies. Not the other way around.
If my pounce is on cooldown, I was probably afraid.
It doesn't matter. They cannot kill you. Look at their
Okay,
HPs
it's
and
not.
shit. You have million creeps.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. And plus your pounce is. You have pounce. Yeah. Plus, guess what I will see you probably doing. Right now you will try to go for the aggro, I bet, right? Because you just realized it 1 second too late, right?
Probably.
Yeah. Yeah, like you didn't went for the aggro, but you tried to go for the creep. You actually literally went into that creep because you know that you are not threatened of dying. You know that. Like you are not threatened of dying. Like they cannot kill you. You actually went in. You went the most aggressive approach of how to last it creeps, right? Not most aggressive. The most aggressive is to like zone them out of deny, but yeah.
Okay, yeah, too bad, but
See, like how those creeps are protecting you. You have so many
Yeah.
creeps that you actually went even for the range creep. 2 versus 1, furthest away from your tower, and you still were kind of able to go for it, right? You could have tried easily. Just because of the creeps. Like it's all in Dota, lots of things are about creeps. Like they are so powerful, so valuable, so important to destroy, to be protected by, to kill towers with, to give vision, to to make pressure, blah 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 blah, billion stuff. Yeah. Okay, back off. That's good. Okay, here. Will you be able to like go here and farm these creeps? If yes, then you might go here for a brief
I
moment.
don't think I should farm them. I think I should leave them for Jakiro and let them deny more
Why?
creep.
Why? Who is scary?
Me is scary, but it would the thing the money would that I would gain, it would be 20 gold at most,
Yeah.
and it would further ruin quicker. It wouldn't help me much with the equilibrium, I think, and I would split the
Well,
very small amount of XP anyway. So I'd rather stay here and keep an eye on enemy. I don't know.
like do with equilibrium. Well, I
Well,
wouldn't say it.
they're probably gonna push him because tower was hitting them. So
Yeah, it's gonna push. Like this wave is gonna end up in your tower. We know that already.
yeah. But if I go and take those two creeps from Jakiro,
Yeah.
it might reduce his motivation too.
His motivation. Yeah. Well. Well. Yeah. Well. Well. If people gonna go have this, like, you should like fuck that, right? Like I don't know, like just do the correct place. Like I know that, yeah, like motivation, yeah, whatever. It's like maybe like what okay, if you want to do, you can do both if you really want. I don't do it, but you can if you want. You can say, I'm carry, I'm gonna get 2 creeps and then I'm gonna go back to the lane. I'm gonna farm 2 creeps, I'm your carry, I'm on farm, and then I'm going to lane.
The
Something
thing
like that.
with
Like
those creeps are not even the creeps I would get would not be even one melee creep. So if I miss one, like
yes,
it's
if
still
you
like,
miss one, but you will not if you're good enough. But okay. It's just some idea, because I sometimes like apply it. I take 1-2 creeps or whatever, and then I still don't miss any creeps here. It depends how fast this pushes and stuff like that. Yeah, but it's idea to get into your game, because sometimes it's gonna happen that you will actually need this play in order to win or in order to gain advantage and stuff like that. It has like some benefits that will be in some games. Let's say, for example, 7-minute mark, right? It's important to kill some creeps here, because it's better that you already have on yourself that item than Jakiro bring it to you or whatever. And what if it doesn't bring it to you and blah blah blah? It's already like 500 gold impact play sometimes, especially in lower tiers when this guy doesn't give it to you or whatever.
okay.
Yeah, so like it has some sort of impacts. Plus, you can help him deny. You know, what if this wave, like not in this case, but what if this wave will stop a little bit, like more or whatever, and you cannot approach this wave to get experience? Then you can like last it, and deny 1 creep, like help the Jakiro deny the 1 milli creep, and easy one deny more, easy. So it's all based upon, will you lose some creeps here when you go here and farm this? If not, let's do it, usually. Like, yeah, like get the most things out possible. Okay, also you're buying stick, right?
I should buy boots, right?
Yeah, we already kind of mentioned that like buying stick will mean that like stick doesn't work if they use spells out like inside a fog.
Out of vision, like
Yeah.
Phoenix, and it
Yeah,
only
so
works
Phoenix,
once
yeah,
at
like
this period.
he's not gonna be like stupid. He's gonna cast it very likely under your vision. And if he's gonna
He's
one
not
second.
gonna pay attention, but
Uh
I don't know.
he's not gonna pay it
here-
like that argument.
Sometimes I decide if I should get a stick upon is the guy using spells from trees or in vision.
Yes, or like if they use spells at all. Like usually if they use both spells a lot, then it might be considerable to buy it. These guys use spells a lot, but yeah, like the other guy might do it for outside of vision, and I feel like
The
It's
my thinking
it's
about stick
i-
usually is it's
i-
good on Slark and power cogs can cut me
it's
for
yeah, it's
mana.
like it might be it might be decent. Like it might be like the stick is good for like it's same as fairy fire. It's good for winning that fight, that one, that hits and stuff like that fighting. So it's not the worst. Like for if your plan is to like fight the clock, it might actually work out. But to me, it's like I don't know. You're a little bit losing. You lost both bounties. You lost lots of HPs, meaning you lost the self. Then you lost the pool potential. I feel you're weaker, but yeah, maybe you'll like prove me wrong or whatever. You have Jakiro. Maybe the fighting approach is still viable with like raid band and stick. At least you're going for that for same approach. That's like nice. You don't like do it, let's say, like halfly, that you go like, oh, I go ring of health and then I go stick or whatever. Yeah, so okay.
By the way, my Jakiro doesn't have mana, so he's kind of useless. You'll see.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, he has like full wand, which is horrible item. So yeah, so go here and get one creep or whatever. And while you're doing that, you should be checking this, right? Yeah, you're checking, but you're chilling, which I absolutely don't like, right? You had two plays, right? Be here and farm, which I would do probably, and the other play was block this creep, right?
I didn't see that creep. I was
Yeah,
mainly
but
there if
but
the one creep
but
dies, I'll at least get XP from it.
okay, I will tell you the whole like thought process that I have. Basically, what I do like 10 seconds, 20 seconds ago, like here, let's say, after I kill this creep, what I do is I go back right after this deny or whatever. I go back and look at this and see like, oh, how it's gonna probably end up. Like, will there be some creep that's gonna go below half HP, like out of enemies? If not, like while I'm watching this, while I'm checking if it's gonna be or not, with my hero I right click here because I have nothing else to do, right? It's not that
Okay.
I'm doing something here. It's
Yeah, yeah.
actually that I'm giving them information. Like, I know that at 3 minutes 20 it doesn't matter, but imagine yourself not being seen, right?
Yeah.
Then these guys need to like calculate something. These guys need to calculate something. Let's yeah, like even though it's like 3 minutes 20, it doesn't like absolutely matter. But like in different games, it's gonna matter. Like, don't give them free information. Like when it doesn't do anything, just go here. Yeah. So while I'm going here, I'm checking this. Then I see, oh, tower will kill it too fast. I see this, and I immediately know none of the creeps will go half HP. I already know it from this, right?
Well, I don't, to be honest.
You're not. So this tower will hit both of those creeps, right?
Well, yeah, but like to me, it's not clear. So
Yeah, it's like new
I
to you.
should
I
wait to
understand.
see what will happen.
Yeah, it's like new to you. I understand. So look at this position. I'm gonna like rewind, and you're gonna check it again, so it gets into your head. You can pay attention to those stuff, and then it will become natural to know that none of the creeps will die. So this is the place. See, so none of the creeps of enemies will die or go below half HP, even if they didn't last it. Like this creep is still not going. It's very close, but yeah, you get my like point. It's not
Okay.
gonna. Actually, this guy is lol. It's this guy is, but yeah, like it was super close. Okay, but still, whatever. It doesn't that much matter. Yeah.
I
So
told you, I even doesn't matter. I wasn't sure, so I don't know.
yeah, I still do displays like when this happens. It's like I get like what, how much experience I get that they gonna deny this. Plus they probably not gonna because it takes so many right clicks. But yeah, they probably might do it. So yeah, you might lose the the experience from one creep, but only experience, not that you're losing Lazit. No. Like you're not gonna get the Lazit, right? If they gonna deny it, it's not that you can come. Oh, guys, let me
Oh
Lazit it.
no, I'm not gonna get it.
Yeah,
Just
so
appear in
it's like
range,
the
so
experience. So yeah, whatever. If you're not sure, okay, you can stay. But still, the point stays the same, right? While I'm checking this, I'm moving backwards, and then I'm like going here, and
I
yeah,
understand your
and
advice. It's good.
yeah, and then the when I see this, right? Then I see, oh, one creep went
Yeah, I
past.
could go there, help him deny, maybe get something, maybe help him connect
Yeah,
the one
it's
kill
like
to another.
very similar, right? Like they gonna get the deny, you gonna get the deny. You know, it's or whatever. But yeah, if you really like care, like if you're not sure, whatever, like stay in lane. It's still okay, right? You're not sure if the creep is gonna die. Let's have some like practice. Stay the lane. But again, you don't have to stay here, right? You can stay here in the safety, out of vision, and just waiting for because they cannot deny this creep. They cannot deny it here. They need to deny, like the first place that they can deny it is like here, right? So you will already be in experience range. Then you can maybe a little bit move forward, whatever. My point was, yeah, like see this creep, your creep went past the pool, so you could have blocked him. It would be way better. If you blocked him, lane would be here. You would have higher chance of denying it, whatever. It would be a little bit better. Unlucky. Like this melee creep connected to the to the to the low
Yeah, to
HP
the
creep,
one.
so feels bad. Yeah.
I think I hear change his aggro by going forward.
Yeah, and
so
they are
he-
still bad. They are not denying that creep. They are not contesting this. They are not doing anything. So here, yeah, what I usually do is, especially Slark, like what does Slark love? Like when does he feel that he's way more survivable on lane? Or like he can sustain the lane or stay the lane. Like his Slarks usually are able to stay in lanes even if enemy are kind of strong, right? Why is that?
you can regen in the trees. I
Yeah, you
suppose.
just regen. So you actually want level 6 as fast as possible in a way.
Yes.
So what I do in these scenarios like this, when I have
Ask
Jack,
for some XP.
yes, that's first thing. Also, second thing is like if they suck or whatever, I sometimes like take those creeps and I move them towards here. Because it's further from this fucker, so you're not gonna.
Oh, okay,
you know?
okay, it's okay.
Yeah, so you have some chance that you're gonna get soul XP. Yeah, okay. Go for this. Nice, you're going. Perfect. Yeah, this is good. I would a little bit block my creeps. Yeah, okay, you're trying it. Nice. Okay, they are here, right? So it's same scenario. So creeps should have mid here, right? Like in
Yeah,
if they
if I
didn't
met
pull.
them there, then I could see this earlier.
Yeah, so
Yes.
so once you don't see them here on this spot, then you know that they pulled. So once you don't see them here, you know that you should go to the like left with your Jakiro. You're like full HP. You have power of creeps. Even if they are waiting for you there, I would still take it. You have Q, right? No problem. You can eat 3. You can start hitting them. So let's start hitting them. Oh, it's pause. So instead of like going to the right as you walked like already, that's the second time you did it, but in this case it's very likely that you should have went straight. Like before it was like questionable because you know they could have thrown like spirits at you and shit, but now you like have Q, you have power of creeps, your Jakiro is stronger, they seem like weaker, it might be option for you to like go straight. Hit him. Why are you not like already inside the trees right here? You should have hit the clock, I think.
The probably wasn't looking when it was paused.
Oh yeah, feels bad. Yeah, so like hit the clock right immediately, like from here.
Yeah, you see, I'm
anyway.
walking. I'm just walking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
that was.
Like that would be that would
Okay,
probably
okay.
kill.
Now I woke up.
That's awkward
I got
now.
one creep. And I'm dead here.
Yeah.
That you're gone.
Yes. But we see like the huge difference, right? You had like power of creeps, so the cogs wouldn't deal literally any damage to you if he decided to man fight you, and it was further away from Phoenix. You still had the Q on yourself, you know. If you right click him, it gives you edges, so he's weaker, you're stronger. It matters so much to right click him 3 more times, which you could have. So
Yeah,
let's move on.
if I was
So-
like present,
so let's
probably
if you were
something like
present
go
in the
get
game.
water or something.
Present in the game.
But
Okay,
my
let's move
sadness
on.
that you're gone.
Okay, so here what you should do. You TP it, so what you should be doing. Based
Don't
on
know.
okay,
Here
so
I can pull or look for rune. I
yeah,
don't know.
but you cannot pull. The reason why you cannot pull is because you cannot pull small camp right now. It's too far, right?
I can
You-
pull big, but
So-
the Phoenix will maybe stop it.
Yeah, he will stop you. So always assume that he will stop you. So, but do you have something else to do? You can try to go for the runes, right? But it's again past the Phoenix, right?
Yeah, I can block creeps.
So what I would actually might do is try to aim for going for the big camp pool because there's nothing else for me to do. And how would I do it? What do you think? How would I execute it so I have the highest chance possible to do it? Because that's the only thing I can do. Like I can leech experience a little bit, which I will still, even if I go pool, right? Or I can
I
just
could. The best way is to come as close to the creeps before Phoenix seeing me, and do it at the moment when the creeps are closest to the camp. So there's the least distance.
closest to the camp.
Like it would
yeah.
be.
Yeah, that's that's
they
true.
are
Yeah,
showing now.
true. You
Like
mean
a
like
look-
here, probably,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
because here they will see it, so it will be this plus creeps will come. So yeah, that's true. Another thing, what I would be paying attention to is I would be like smart, right? Like I know that bounty runes are coming, right? So how this guy thinks? What do you think? He thinks like, oh, what I see, I do, right?
Yeah.
So he's
Okay,
gonna
so I'll go
probably
for
go
bounty.
here in like when 5 minute point 1 second. He's gonna go here, something like that. That's what I'm like expecting a little bit. But yeah, maybe he will go sooner. But my point is, he like what he sees, he will do. He doesn't think about like it differently. So what I mean by this is the pool will happen at 53, right? Approximately.
Yes.
Or like 54,
Or 55.
50, yeah, 50. I don't know why it's a little
It
bit
can
off.
go to 55,
Yeah,
56, depending on position.
yeah, it depends. Yeah, actually 55, exactly, like 55. Yeah. So, so when I know this, what I want from you to do is I would try to aim to this camp, but without Phoenix seeing me, because I know he's gonna go for the rune no matter what, right? Because he's just 3k or whatever. So and I want to pull, and if this guy was like smart, he might do both things. Like he would destroyed my pool, and then he would go for the runes. But if he won't see you, he will not know that you want to do that. Even pros, like even good players, might not be sure of what the Slark is doing. Like right now you TP it, you don't know where you TP it. What if you TP it top because you gave up on this? Or what if you're farming this small camp? Or what if you're pulling this? Or whatever, because you have boots and you were in time to do that or something like that. They don't know. Like they might, but they don't know, yeah? So, and even if they knew, it doesn't matter. Like my point is, the main point is, if he will see you, you might have chance that he will like attack you and disrupt your pool. If he doesn't see you, he will do only what he sees. That's just how people usually play. They do what they see. So don't be seen and try to go for the sneaky pool.
But he outsmarted me already.
It doesn't matter. That doesn't matter that he outsmarted you. The main point is that you gave yourself opportunity to
Yes, I
do some
understand.
cool play. That's all it matters. Dota is all about probability chances. Basically, you don't know who you're gonna play against. Maybe this guy knows about pools, and he doesn't know how to man fight. So if you know how to man fight and how to pull, one of those cases you will beat him, you will outsmart him. And this will give you the MMR because you tried, you gave yourself the opportunity to do correct play. If you don't give yourself opportunity, and you will like never try to do anything, you will just non-win. Like you will have you will not have higher win rate than them. Okay, you're pulling. This is fine. Right click as fast as possible. Again, same scenario, right? Is Phoenix there?
No, he's
What is your goal?
taking runes.
What is your goal?
My rune, take as much as farm as I can.
Yeah, whenever guys that threaten you to kill you are not here, usually I would be shoving. That's first thing. But why I would be actually shoving in this case?
I would be shoving because Jakiro can pull them after me killing
Exactly,
them.
and you're gonna destroy the whole wave. This is stuck, dude. This is stuck. You're
Yeah.
gonna destroy the whole wave before Phoenix comes.
He fucked me with those tag creeps.
Craigasm, dude. At least something. You didn't took the rune, but at least they gonna not get the whole wave. That's huge. At least, like, but if they gonna get both, like, give up on the game. No, don't give up. Don't give up. Just, So hit. What are you doing? Yeah. So this another like different how to say it, different priorities you have than you should have. Another reason why I would be shoving it is the first one that we mentioned was that, yeah, they will come right after that and you will not have enough time to kill those creeps. So look, like 1 or 2 creeps from the next wave, from the wave survived. And now you gave them larger push, potential to denies, and stuff like that. All bad stuff for you. All bad stuff. That's why you need to like secure it when they are away. Because now, yeah, it's just you gave them two creeps, stronger push, and stuff like that. Yeah, the whole wave, and yeah. I wouldn't go for the whole wand. I would rather go like build the boots.
Yeah, we discussed it. Yes, it's
Yeah.
wrong.
Well, we like before we discussed the stake, right? But the reason why I wouldn't go for the full wand is it's just not value. It's not worth in terms of value, because if you look at it, it gives you the same things as the stake, but you're paying 150 gold for nothing. You're paying for 20 charges. If you look at the things,
Yes,
it
yeah.
deals like,
I know it's
or
efficient,
100
but,
gold, yeah, like
efficient.
100 gold, not efficient. Yeah, so don't do it ever almost. Very rarely go for one. Like you go for one pet rider, those ultra spamming Bristol. Okay, eat tango while you're farming creeps. Okay, you're going here. But well, he has all the spells, right? So, yeah, maybe you're trying to help him. I don't like it, but okay. Okay, go deny. Yeah, deny. Last hit, deny. Yeah, again, like priority, right? If you always look at the creep wave and see what has the lowest HP, and usually aim to kill that. Why do I have? Oh, well. So there was like creep, and you went for the catapult deny, but go for the lowest HP denies. Like this can wait, right? This is plenty of deny right click possibilities before it's gonna die. So these creeps will die immediately, this creep will die too late, so that's why prioritize the creeps that need to be immediately fixed. Okay, you should tell your Jakiro to give you free experience. Also, you should tell him to pull this for example, the exact reasons as the first one, which is giving you free experience, like splitting the experience. So yeah, because does anything threaten you right now?
Not now.
Not really. You just can aggro creeps. In worst case, if he somehow manages to hit you with that Q, you just dark packet, and then you try to juke all the rest of them. Yeah, so just pull and aggro creeps. Aggro creeps. No, you're taking again too much damage for no reason. Like even this doesn't make any sense. Because imagine, like this guy has low like right click. He needs it's like two hits from a right click or whatever. So if clock is here, you are not allowed to get this creep. Anyways, if only Phoenix is here, you can position yourself to the left and just let him right click it one time. You don't have to be here immediately. Because yeah. Yeah, like you took again, like while you waited so that creep dies or whatever, you took some damage and yeah, blah, blah,
Yeah, I
blah,
took
blah.
4 attacks.
Yeah. Okay. Again, this wave should be blocked, right? At least by you. If this guy didn't pull it for some fucking reason, maybe they have block camp or whatever. You should block. Block your creeps, right? Just so it gets closer to your tower. Because this is huge difference, right? Like having creeps here, like in middle of my screen, or having them here. It's huge difference. Can you farm them here? Maybe you can try to go for the aggro, but only maybe. It's like it's a huge difference. Just this small distance is a huge difference if in terms of if you're gonna get the wave or not. Aggro. Yeah, you aggro too late and also awkwardly a little bit, and yeah, you don't have the boots, so it's even harder for you to aggro. So next time, like aggro it sooner, aggro it like from further distance and stand more to the bottom right side a little bit, because it's further from the Phoenix or even from the clock. Actually, it was maybe it was they were standing on top left corner, right? So you wanna like mimic them, like be on the not
Yeah,
mimic
I
them, like
see.
be
My mistake. I see. If I aggroed them earlier,
yeah
then I
yeah.
could aggro them once more. And the reason I
Uh
waited was I was thinking if I can aggro them, then
uh
exactly at the moment when I can
the
take the last hit and then back away,
The
it would
aggroing
be
sooner was only for the reasons that that creep was so low HP that they could have just denied it because you aggroed too late. That was the only point of actual aggroing sooner, nothing else. And yeah, like the aggroing from correct position, yeah, that might matter, especially if with no boots. If this guy has face, actually, if this guy has face boots, I would consider even giving it up that one creep, just because I know that I will be forced to pounce for one creep. Might not be worth, but yeah. And it just snowballs. It's awkward. Okay, now I would consider, since they like killed you twice and this guy's face boots, I would still go here because do I want to go here? No. Do I want to go here? No. Do I want to jungle right now? No. Like look at the items. So I would still go here and take the experience. And when do you think I would leave from this lane? Because this lane is absolutely lost. Like it's game over. Like for you, it's game
no
over.
fix
So when
when you get 6 or I don't know.
yeah, when one of these guys is almost getting 6. So when they are like 5 and something, yeah, I would leave. I know that this guy is probably only 5, right? Like 5 and, you know, I don't know, 20%. Yeah, like, yeah, he's 40, yeah? So I know that I have like one wave or whatever, and then I need to walk away. Yeah. Like, I cannot stay here. Like, if this guy's ulti, I'm not gonna survive. And mainly if this guy's ulti, there's no way for me to survive at all. So after this wave, I'm just gonna take the experience gold, and then I'm like heading towards here and even further actually if I don't see them, because they have like long range spells. So yeah, this game is like over. I wouldn't want to play Slark in this game if I was this behind. Like there are other heroes like kinda counter you, like AA will destroy your regen. This guy, it's unpurgeable, right? Spell. This guy is also like kind of counter to you, because can you right click him in mid game? It's that he gonna buy blade mail. And yeah, like versus Phoenix, you are forced to like buy the regen, like either like solaring or something might be good, because like solaring will make you like uh, uh, be able to jungle after without like needing to constantly be on lane, and it gives you regen, right? If you look at this,
It doesn't give reason.
oh my bad, but before it did, right?
Yeah,
They,
so before it was
yeah,
better for
it's
that.
yeah. So my bad. So maybe only option now is the this item, Hood of Defiance, or just the ring maybe, but probably Hood, or
If
the
I buy Hood of Defiance, if I was going for Hood, I would already can say hello to 4 reports.
uh. Well, we want to win the game, so.
Yeah. Okay, I agree.
But like, point is that like. hmm, it's just one thing out of many. Like whatever you fix will like escalate into more you more getting into the win. So by the way, the hood will work on the unpurgeable necro, and also it will
Yeah,
work
and
on
on
A.
A, yeah.
So you can just buy it, and even on solo phoenix it might be worth if your goal is to stay in lane, which kind of is like you have kill potential on them if you survive their burst, and they have kill potential on you if you are not farmed enough. Yeah, your build is like I'm gonna right click clockwork and I will like I don't know like I'm hoping that the phoenix will be stupid enough to like put balls all around me and but not inside the cocks or something like that. Because you know you cannot like right click if he hits you, right? Like after you know you have only you can dodge only one and then yeah. So that's why like this fighting build is especially if you're already
I don't.
behind.
Well, I don't consider field build the fighting. I'm just
It's fighting. Like
to take any.
what does this do compared to other builds?
Just gives me stats to stay in lane, hit creeps.
Little bit, yes, but stats are like plus your
I don't know. For me, this build was just to kinda I can stay on lane a bit and
yeah,
hit
but
creep.
that's normally like how it is. It a little bit helps you of everything or whatever. But how to say it? Like their heroes are specific. They have
Okay.
specific heroes that they like burst you immediately. So you need to like either counter it or decide that you want to do the normal build that like helps you little bit more to like to trade or something. Like this is like it helps you a little bit more hit, faster hits, stronger hits, little bit more tankiness, everything a little bit more. So do you need it? It's same as like do you need some do you need if you need some specific item you should buy the specific item, right? It's always like this. Like for example, let's say this way this item or actually I will maybe find some better one.
That's one. That one is good actually for Slark.
Yeah, but like does it like do something specific, like does it like give you stun or does it give you
No.
it doesn't, right? It's just some normal stats stuff, like stats stuff. Like before it was scary, but actually scary now has some like reason. Yeah, there are some of the items that like don't do that much, they are just like stats or whatever. So if you're gonna play versus somebody you need BKB against, and you have decision between, and you need that BKB immediately or whatever, yeah, and you have decision between like buying something like Raid Band, Sunshine Yasha, it's like similar, right? Just stats helps you a little bit more with everything, with right clicks, with farming, a little bit more tankiness, little bit more. But if you need the BKB in order to fight, you shouldn't buy other stuff, right? So here it's same. Like they are specific heroes. Those are specific heroes that you need to build against them, else you're gonna just lose because they have just higher bursts. Like Phoenix has ultra burst, like super high burst, right? Like if he doesn't miss any of the spells, Phoenix hero itself it has super high burst. Is that true?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So
It's like over time, but it's high damage.
yeah. So it's basically already you need like build up against them even in early game. You are not allowed to buy your Senchen Yashas. You are already like in fighting mode. Like you cannot stop him from bursting you if you don't buy items that prevents it. Like yeah, yeah, something in that sense. So people are usually not strong enough, especially before level 6, to like that you need like BKB immediately versus them or something like that. But some cases you kind of need, right? Oh, it should be. Or maybe the Jakiro
He
fucked it
messed
up,
up a
but yeah.
pool, yeah.
Okay, then I. Okay. Oh, it connected. Yeah, it sometimes happens to me as well. I kinda haven't figured out yet how to actually do it, so it's perfect. Like in case that I want to like hit the enemy, but at the same time I don't want enemy creeps to connect to the jungle creeps. So it's kind of awkward. I will find solution at some point, but yeah. See, like here it feels awkward, right? A little bit to have like creeps and creeps, like because jungle creeps now can deny your creeps if they time it correctly. So yeah, it feels awkward. That's why like being cautious about like how to execute it. Okay. Oh my god, can this Jakiro fuck off? Okay, so he should.
I actually called him here to use Q on the whole wave when
Yeah,
they
that's
connected. I
cool.
decided we should farm both camp and
Yeah, that's
cage.
cool. That's cool. But look what. Okay, I will tell you what should have happened at least. Yeah, maybe actually you have like you have chance of dying here because you don't have enough regen and Phoenix can be anywhere. So already this is very dangerous. Especially like he sees you, right? He sees you doing this.
No,
So
no,
it's.
he's, the Phoenix is not here and the clock is less than half HP.
But you don't know where the Phoenix is, maybe. But my point was, I don't want to discuss this. Like, whatever, it doesn't matter. Let's say the Phoenix cannot be here, yeah? Let's say Phoenix cannot be here. What I wanted to say is, what should happen? Like, this guy... wait, why he is... Did he queue? What happened? Well, my point was basically... Why is Shakira... Okay, so my point was, when you're doing this, what he should have done is he should liquid fire right now, right? And move to the left and pull this camp towards here.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's it. By the way, he already should have noticed at 7-minute mark that it's blocked. Like he should have knew this because there was no creeps at 6 minutes. There was no creeps, and only guy that you know pulls this camp is your support, right? So he should know that this camp got blocked at 6 minutes. He should have knew that. And he should have bought sentry. So this should have been devarded. I think on the minimap I see that it's warded, you know, that's why I mentioned it. So he already fucked up with this, but still, he should like liquid fire and go to the left, like run away from you, you know? Like don't stay here. So what you should have told him, even though maybe you noticed that this camp is blocked, it's still nice to tell them because they still maybe don't know, and it's like the easiest way how to remove them from experience. Because like if you tell him, Jakiro, go here, go into the trees or whatever, he's probably gonna go like, what the fuck, like fuck you, like why would I do that? But if you tell him, let's go pull this, you know, let's get XP on. Oh, I like experience, I like creeps, I will maybe do that, you know, and you have like 50% chance that he's gonna do that. Okay, after this, block the creeps. Actually, you know what? You don't have enough regen, right? This guy doesn't give you anything. You don't have enough regen. They are getting their sixes and stuff. I would be probably actually, you cannot even jungle. Yeah, you're fucked, basically. I would be blocking creeps and just staying in the trees and get the experience and ask for tango. That's what I would be doing. Yeah, you missed the block and you missed the hiding in the trees. So this you went for the aggro, but you don't know where the Phoenix is, right? So
I think I will die to hook shots right now. Yeah.
And I think we don't have to like discuss the late game even because like this game was lost just based on the laning.
Well, I agree. Yeah, the game becomes even harder, and I'm kind of the only
I-
one trying.
It's not even friendly Slark game. Like it's only friendly if
Yes,
you win your
AA
lane.
and Necro is bad.
So it's not like that. Oh, I'm gonna Midas the game. Hope that my team stops them, and then I'm gonna like run at the Necro, and he's not gonna go Scepter or whatever. No way. So yeah, it needs to be like winning the lane would be very essential to win the game like this. Okay, so like any more questions or should like I cannot probably show much about like how Slark's supposed to be played in this particular game because you're probably not gonna have like the items necessary to do the jobs, and here it's gonna
No,
just be like I'm gonna jungle, then I'm gonna jungle some more. Maybe sometimes I will passively defend the mid lane with my hero, and sometimes maybe if my team is any good on off lane, I will farm on the top side of the map, shove the lane, farm jungle camp, farm jungle camp, farm jungle camp, shove the lane, farm jungle camp, farm jungle camp. Maybe asking somebody to put or yourself to put ops on the top side of the map so you see
yeah,
the
I
hook
switched to top lane, and I think I even got ops myself.
yeah, so you see the hook shot because that's the thing that will kill you, like either invest
Hook
from
shot
them,
and operation if he's
either
coming
invest
to.
from them or hook shot, right? So you need to see the clock. So I would put my var there and I would aim to always be on the like left side of the map just so he cannot hook me through my creeps or enemy creeps. Yeah. And yeah,
Okay,
that's
that's a good idea.
yes. For example, there's the how at the
Yeah,
top.
when with patch I would think about it, but with clock I would forget about
Yeah,
it.
it's same patch clock, both same. Okay.
Okay,
So
thank you.
any more questions?
Oh, the actually I don't know the playstyle of the Slark in the later parts of the game. Um, sometimes like I don't know how to avoid 5v5s and split the fights into the ones I like more. And if I'm the one coming to the fight, then I always there will always be like 4 or 5 enemies. So
So to
it's not
make
something I can just go in and if I don't usually go for Shadow Blade first, but it's the only item that would kind of allow me to get into the fight where there's like 4 enemies, and then I can use
okay,
ulti after that, and
okay.
then I
So
can fight.
just so I don't like forget it. So the first thing that you ask me actually like to find the split the fights or take the good fights. It's actually done by whoever is like better and faster in the game of Dota will take the fights that he wants. Meaning, what does it actually mean? Is practically speaking, it's whoever shoves two lanes. Whoever shoves two lanes is the one that decides where the fights will gonna be, practically speaking. What does it mean for you is basically if you want good fights to happen or like have higher chance of deciding where you at least to decide where you want to have the fights or like have the free will of deciding where you want to have the fights. In order to do this, you actually need to shuffle lanes. So how to do that? Well, always shove lanes before anything else.
Okay.
Because if the lane is shoved, you have 1 out of 3 lanes that is shoved. So if your
Yeah.
team shoves the another wave, you know, you don't have to. Oh, I actually need to explain you the reasons why. Actually, yeah, so you get it probably. You see, you're probably not gonna understand it just from this explanation, right? So why is that? Is because I will say it this way. Like it might have like even more concepts, but let's say this concept about this. What is better, having being pushed two like towers, like two towers dying, or one tower dying? What is better? Like obviously, it's
One,
it,
yeah.
obviously it's like better if you are killing two towers than one. So uh, so um, so if they are like grouping up and playing as five, and you don't want to fight them, the best counter to that is to take two towers of theirs, basically forcing them to back off. So in order to do that, you need to have two lines that are shoved into them.
Yeah, for that I need to be fast at
You need to be faster than them, exactly. You need to realize like who is where and how and if you are allowed to get the wave without dying, and that's decided by knowing who is where. So if you have this information, it's super valuable, because with that information you can decide it 5 seconds sooner, 10 seconds sooner, 15 seconds sooner, before enemy starts hitting your tower. And if you
if I
do
know
this,
they're going,
guess
yeah.
what is natural approach of enemy? If one of the lanes is under their tower and it tells them your tower is under attack, and then they see, oh, double wave on our tier 2 at top, what they will
Let me
usually,
go farm it.
yeah, let me go farm it. Like some guy will do like, oh, there's wave, let me go farm it, goodbye, four guys, I'm not pushing, goodbye. So now you have the advantageous fight just because
Now
you
I keep
pushed.
it to the fight and we go fight.
Yeah, or if they still haven't reached your tower actually, like
I
since
farm jungle or yeah, I farm jungle
since you're
and walk
carry,
to
you
the
either
fight.
farm jungle, yes, or if you're like super fast carry, let's say anti-mage, yeah,
I can walk to there.
you can you cannot walk like from one side to the other side. You cannot like walk, it would take too much time. But what you can do is keep pushing and force even more TPs, or yeah, take their jungle for example, because you have blink so they cannot catch you, or you take the mid tower, not mid tower, mid creeps. You just switch to the second line. So now,
Yeah.
guess what they will do? Like, oh, I
They
still
will
see.
go from the side lane to the mid lane and
Yeah, yeah, and then you go top again,
yeah.
or like to the top jungles or whatever, and they are like fucked. And now your team is like, oh, meanwhile we are like Gucci here. Thanks, anti-mage. We are farming all our jungle camps, and we are shoving the lane bottom because they are not here anymore. So thanks for the creeps, and oh, they are wasting time. Meanwhile, you're still farming the jungle because you first took the lane creeps, and now you're taking the safe farm. So not only you are farming, not only we are farming, but even you are farming, even though they chased you, and they didn't took any of our towers because we are just faster, we are better players. So they will never ever take advantageous fight or whatever. And the worst case scenario in this case is what? What do you think is worst case for you if you do this faster than the enemies?
My team dies.
They will not come back, right? They will not come back for you or whatever to defend. And they will just kill your tower at bot or kill your tower, yeah? So they will
Yeah,
kill your tower, and what will you do if they kill your tower?
I will be killing another tower.
Yeah, you will kill their tower, so it's gonna be trade.
I used to do that with Troll a few years ago.
Yeah, and it's super worst case, of course,
Like I'm okay. You push as 5 and I push as 1 and I push the same speed as 5 heroes.
yeah,
Good luck, have fun.
yeah, and of course in super worst case it's gonna be that you miss the timing and you haven't even reached the tower yet because you're so slow, but they already killing your tower and now your team fat, right? That's the one of the worst cases and stuff.
Yeah,
But if
it
you're
can be that if I'm afraid of there is a hero or
yeah,
even two
that
who
you
can
don't
keep
know
me
where he is,
alone
yeah,
and fuck me up alone, then like I wouldn't be so sure if I should go push it.
Exactly. That's why those seconds matter, and the information who is where matters so much. Like if you have suddenly, for a brief moment, vision upon that hero, suddenly you're free to do it because you know you have like 4 seconds, 3 seconds to do it. If you're like some mobile hero or whatever, so you know that one wave you're gonna be Gucci. Uh, and also, if that guy that threatens you, he shows on the lane and starts farming creeps. That's usually what these like ranked players do. And if they do that, suddenly you have free pass to trade towers with them, even if you're super behind.
Yeah.
And you're also giving yourself option that enemy will fuck up at one of these points. That's for example, somebody will like from 5-man push, they will start death or whatever, and now you have 4v5 fight, even if you're super behind, which is like cool. And you're still giving yourself option. Do I want to take that 5v4 fight? Or do I want to still keep farming and give up the tower? That's up to you. That's based on how behind you are. That's up to you, but you're giving yourself these options. That's what matters the most.
Yeah, I understand. Specifically, if that the guy who fucks me tip is back to go on me.
Yeah, then you're probably gonna fight them. Very likely.
Yeah, I sit behind the tree, TP to the fight, and we go fight.
Yeah, very likely. Even though we say it like generally, we still, like the idea is there. Like, yeah, like it's cool how you can like talk about Dota even though because like some of the things usually repeats, like yes, like super correct answer might be like a little bit different and stuff, but like the main idea of that is still there. Like we don't even have to see the replay and we can still talk about it of how
Yeah.
it's gonna happen. That's like so cool about Dota. Like you can some plays like repeat and you can abuse those. Like only on like higher and higher tiers those plays will be like so difficult to distinguish and stuff in some cases that you actually need to see the exact scenario. Like for example in this replay, like you remember that creep, like it's so specific and super detailed. Like do you want the experience
Yeah.
or do you want to CS, right? I'm still mentioning it because it's gonna be helpful for you to know that play of going to the smoke camp, which usually people don't do. uh, because that play actually benefits you in a lot of the cases that might be like more beneficial than giving
I
up.
hate it when if I'm support and a carry comes to do that when I'm anyway giving him as much of solo XP as I can. So like I hate it if I'm trying to get to level 3, so I have my main spell on level 2 and it actually gets doubled. And he gets there to like split that little bit of a XP on a small camp. Like that, the scenario there was also Jakiro was level 2. And he's leveled when he gets
Yeah,
3, his dual breath gets twice as good,
yeah,
which is
that's
insane.
cool idea, but
Yeah,
still
but
like it.
yeah, in the end he
Okay,
ended up eating all my XP
okay,
and
I
getting sick before me,
I,
kinda.
I can say you, for example, one thing. Well, if it's that important, he can still steal your experience on the tower, under the tower, like with the next wave, right? If it was that important,
Yeah, I agree.
probably. But what is like you need to know your like priorities. I would say that you getting that 6 is more valuable than him getting the levels, because if you get the 6 he can actually even leave in a way, or you can actually get the kill. If you guys like split it halfly, it's bad for you guys because you're not gonna get any stronger on level 5. But enemies like let's say they will, yeah, they will, but yeah, like if they get 6 before you, you're fucked.
I understand. The
It's about
the thing
knowing
is,
what you
I
guys want.
was looking at it
L-
like
l-
what I should do momentarily to get something
yeah,
to the point at the very moment.
so
Instead, I could be taking
s-
more and letting him get to his point a little bit
so
later because he's gonna get there anyway.
uh Well, it depends what you guys want. Like every hero is different. Maybe it was very necessary to give him the level 3 if you played some different carry. Like let's say you guys have some killing lane, yeah? And
Yeah,
yeah, and you
The,
guys actually
the
can apply
moment
the killing.
was he would have 1 Q because he's low on mana, and if I give him level 3, then it's like he
Th-
has 2 of those Qs. Because
then sure, like give him that. But by the way, those things, I would say like carries, like they have so many like things to think about that sometimes I don't check like my supports about this, because you need to have like mindset of I want to like be like greedy, or I want to be not greedy, I want to like play on my meaning I want to be the most farm guy, or yeah, something in that sense. So you shouldn't like check every single information because there's just not enough time. So what should usually happen, yes, you can do it, of course, if your computer you can do it, whatever. But what should have happened, Jakiro should tell you, like I want the level 3, like let me get the XP, like he should tell you, right? But yeah, the goal was probably not to give him the level 3, just to give you the farm. And let's say you're anti-mage in that game, then you might consider it even more
yeah,
to
I'm
give
good if
him.
he gets 3 because he's gonna harass them more. I just
Yeah,
wanna hit creeps.
exactly, perfect. Like you don't need that much lows and stuff. Like it's
Like
like
I'm good from level 2 on, I'm probably good, or if I need
yeah,
3 to
even
get
like
my
level
passive.
one, like level one is the your most strongest spike. I wouldn't even say it's level 2, but yeah, level 2 sometimes helps. Yeah, because you know, like that blink, it's not that you, like yes, you get stronger, but you only get stronger if you're already stronger. That's the point on level 2 of anti-mage.
Yeah, but it can be like a position if they like if it's a
Yeah,
phoenix,
yeah,
or
like
I
sure,
can
sure.
jump on him and right click him. He's a low, like he's a low armor,
Oh,
slow range hero. Then like he can be out
I
of position in a moment.
no, I wouldn't be hitting Phoenix.
No, not Phoenix, but somebody else. Yeah, Phoenix could be. I say Lina or Zeus or
Yeah, like of course it's his spike, but only again as I mentioned, it's like spike of like either being able to be more passive, which is good for you, or being able to be aggressive. It's not like oh this blink will make from even lane will make me win the lane. No, 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 because usual enemy spells are just stronger. They actually deal some damage. Anti-mage has just like blink. Blink is only good for two main things, which is either you're way ahead that it's valuable to chase them, or you're way behind that it's valuable to escape, right?
yeah, it
And
does nothing else.
then it's good for farming, of course. But yeah, we are mentioning
Yeah,
the about the winning the lane. Okay, so no more questions. I'm gonna
yeah.
stop the streaming now, and yeah,